Hello, Almudena. You just finished your discussion at the dev stage of the third Agile Serbia Conference, and we would like to know what are your impressions of the conference.
I'm really very positive impressed. So it was my first time here in Serbia, my first time in Belgrade. First, I really loved the city yesterday, and I came this morning. I saw this huge crowd of people. I think it's over 500 people here. So
Yes, that's right.
I was already impressed by the number of people you got together here. 500 is a huge conference, and very open mandates, very interested, very keen to learn. So it was really very nice impression I had so far.
Glad to hear that. Can you think of one complex DevOps scenario at the moment where intensive collaboration helps, and just shortly describe it to us?
Yeah, it's exactly what I was showing in my presentation. I presented the way you bring in the telecommunications, a telecommunications node to a network of the operator. Like putting a telecommunications node into operation is not trivial. You have the operator network live where there might be thousands of subscribers talking on the phone right now while you are trying to put the software into production. So I was showing in my talk the different scenarios where you might have, where depending on which customer, what the customer's needs are, you might have some operation as a service engineers coming, or you might have integration engineers from the provider, or you might even have developers because there are some code modifications required at the operator. So depending on the scenario the operator offers, or the wishes of the operator, how to put into production, then we might have a different setup of people going to put into production. And I was explaining that is there's collaboration aspect from DevOps. First, collaboration between provider and operator, what is best for the operator, and then within the provider, see who is going to take part in the production, so to make sure we give the operator the best experience.
Okay, and in your experience, if we have one Scrum team that works on a product development, should the DevOps people be included in that Scrum team, or they should be in a separate team?
As far as possible, and it really depends on the sector of the industry we are, but as far as possible, I always suggest to have the operators people be part of the Scrum team. Because having a DevOps team, you might have a bottleneck when it comes to putting into production. And this way, the Scrum teams don't feel responsible for putting into production. So if you have the role of DevOps included in Scrum teams, then everybody has to really make sure, putting into operation our product is part of our work, of our daily work. There might be some setups where you need a DevOps team. And in this case, I say, well, if you consider it's necessary, do it. But from our recommendation, we always suggest try to make it part of the Scrum team.
Okay. You have a strong technical background as a software developer, but also you're an agility expert. So which one of these roles you prefer and why?
It's very, very difficult. It's as you ask me, which of your two kids you love more? I was 20 years a developer. I'm part of Scrum team. I had many roles and really enjoy it. And I still enjoy looking at code when I'm a coach in a company or when I'm a consultant and they ask me some detailed questions. I look over the shoulder and explain how the test is running. I still enjoy it. But now, after so much experience in the software development, I see more my role as an agility consultant, that I can help the companies to grow as agile organizations.
And in the end, what is your message to the Serbian IT community?
Keep up the way you are. Keep up so open, so friendly. So I had so much recognition coming after my talk, and so challenging, very good questions, very interesting questions. So there's a lot of knowledge here. There's a lot of curiosity, and so I will say, keep up the way you are. You're doing great.
Thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you.